Bad Man Behind Blue Eyes?
Please tell me you know what that's from.
No.
Yeah, it's from that Limp Bizkit song, right?
Frito's favorite band.
What's so funny? They wrote a beautiful, compelling song about being behind blue eyes. What's wrong? I don't get it.
He just listens to chugga-chug metal, though. It's all angry music.
I listen to angry music too, but I know what behind blue.
Yeah, but you're too nice. You listen to angry music in rebellion. I mean, you're not actually a bastard. Whereas I think if Liam tried, there's an edge of bastard in him, I think.
No, I'm a lovely guy.
Women talk about sexism in geek culture. There's always a man who feels the need to correct me. No, bitch! There's always a bitch who thinks it's okay to get shit wrong!
Wow. Wow. I need that on a t-shirt, I think.
So that's it, guy. One of these Republican motherfuckers in the library is like, hey, I thought the winners wrote the history books. I remember us winning. Who the fuck wrote this shit?
Yeah. Why do we have to learn about slavery when all we have to remember is that America's economy just skyrocketed because of it? We can just remember the good parts. There's a silver lining to every cloud. To every slave, there is one good story.
Or at least in Thomas Jefferson's case, one good lay. It would help if you spelled elitist right, though.
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how the English spell it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
That's what it is.
Usually they add irrelevant letters and shit, I thought. Maybe. I don't know.
They always add those silent letters.
You take out them other ones, don't you, to make yourself fill them back.
We take out all the silent letters. Why do we need the U in flavor? We don't. Why do we need the E in elitist? We don't. Or the second E, rather. In elitist.
Is it just elitist, is it?
Yeah, elitist. Just use 1337 ist. If they were like 30 pence or 50 cents each, fair enough, right? Not too bad. But they're like $2 each. Let me say that again. That stunned silence and tumbleweed that came with my last statement. Each supply drop that you know you're getting Nigerian gloves, right? You know this is happening.
Some shin guards.
Yeah, is like $2, and I'm sorry, but that's too much.
I wouldn't have a problem with it though if it was just shin guards and Nigerian helmets and knee pads and elbow pads and boo-boo fucking scraping band-aid shit and
bone guards.
Yeah, right? If it was fucking jock straps and cups, you know, it's customization for your character, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
That'd be amazing if you could get a guy with an exosuit that's wearing a mankini. Like that's the rarest costume that you could get out.
Exo-kini. Let's go.
It trades on the marketplace for like $1,000 because there's only like 5 in the world.
I might get better when I get a better mouse.
That's what I'm banking on too. Once I upgrade my mouse, I will get infinitely better at CS:GO.
Yeah, let's just keep lying to ourselves, Brian.
So, Brian, when you painted your hallway, did the quality of the brush affect the quality of the brush work?
Theoretically speaking, if he had a big enough brush, like a giant brush, he could easily hit one wall at a time, maybe. Just think about it.
Think of the tray. Think of the tray you'd have to roller that wall-sized roller in, and just picture Brian comically falling over in it to the Benny Hill music.
It's like a mattress-sized bedpan or mattress-sized pan with paint in it to try and roll that shit out.
You'd lose the cat in that. You'd just like roll this cat onto the wall.
Have you ever seen the motherfuckers at the baseball fields rolling out the tarp to cover people during a rain delay? That's the size roller that I would need to do a job properly. 190 supply drops. That's how many you could buy. If you don't get an elite gun in those 190 supply drops, you might as well just run a bath and throw in a toaster. You're done. There is no even trading system on Advanced Warfare. Now, I understand that maybe perhaps because of developer time constraints, they had 3 fucking years, though. Maybe because of developer time constraints, they weren't able to implement a system where people could trade the loot that they have. But to offer something that is purchasable and not have either a marketplace to resell it or a system where people could trade with one another is complete and total inept.
I don't know. The way it is at the moment is not. It's not a good sign of things come. And just on a side note, this is what happens when COD developers take an idea from Valve. Is they look at a system that works really well and they go, the bit that works really well, we just won't worry about that, and we'll just go after the bit where you give us money.
At least from the time that I played it, which was a small period, I wouldn't say that the better versions of guns felt that much better. Or am I wrong in saying that?
You're
Yeah,
wrong.
you're
in saying
wrong.
that.
So here's the thing. When you have elite guns that add slight stat tweaks, but they compensate for the gun's built-in decrements or bad qualities, like, for example, the HBR Insanity. The thing with the HBR is it's a very powerful gun, but the fire rate slows down a lot after the first couple of shots. The HBR Insanity bumps up the fire rate, so therefore that detriment that used to have with the base level gun is no longer a problem anymore. And that's the shit that kind of breaks the game, is these design decisions where, all right, the HBR is a powerful gun, but its fire rate starts off fast and then it gets slower as we go along, versus a BAL, which is less damage, but then the fire rate kicks up as it goes along. These little balancing tweaks that they make to differentiate the guns get broken when they release loot variants that work to the detriments of the guns that they're supposed to be inhibiting.
Well, they looked at that and thought, well, the M27 isn't annoying enough. What do we need to make this gun more annoying? And someone went, well, I like using the Bulldog on Strike Zone as a secondary with my M27 behind the bar on B flag. And they were like, that's a fucking genius idea. I'll tell you what, let's make an M27 with a built-in Bulldog. Okay, but the Bulldog hasn't got many bullets. It's only got 9 in a clip. Don't worry about that. We'll give it like 30 shots. And that is their idea of a fair and balanced gun that is only available if you pay, and that's more pay to win than anything else.
It's not like she debates people on this shit. I would love to see her have one debate from any, and even we'll give you the dumbest gamer, just the dumbest, know nothing, barely can articulate sentences gamer, and debate that person. Who would that be? Actually, this is kind of a fun exercise.
Well, I wouldn't say dumbest, but like least reasonable. We'll just get El Presidor to go in. And...
There we go, winner.
Gunga!
Yes, yes. Anita, you would lose in debate against El Presidor with how moronic your ideas and pathways to your points are. She is a war veteran in the fight against men, and this monster of a child in her uterus was a battle within herself.
She should have just named it Damien.
The Omen reference.
Good reference there.
Right, exactly.
See, I don't care. I think that babies should be allowed to be aborted for any reason, just like you could bring back clothing for any reason. Jerry Seinfeld, you could return that coat for spite, okay? I'm fine with you returning that coat for spite.
Here's how you could sell it to both sides. Is you go, all right, we'll have a woman on the currency, but it's going to be Ayn Rand.
Ugh.
See? You could sell, yeah, that makes you go, ugh, makes conservatives get a semi on, right? But it's also a woman.
Up next on the dollar bill, Ann Coulter.
Just... No, it should be on the penny, the fucking stupid bit. I know what you could do. You could make some of them really rare, and you could make people open little cases that they paid for, and whatever version was on it was totally random. And then that you could create a trade market, and you could sell, what, like a $2 coin for $5? And it was
look, the South Dakota quarter, rarest quarter of all in my supply drop.
And then we could make coin opening videos.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, guys, this one is from the St. Louis Mint. It's got a higher percentage of a chance of getting that woman's face on it. Let's open these up.
Secretly insulting and put women on the $1 bill because you know it's going to go to strippers.
Right. A lot of women's heroes on there. People who fought for women's right to vote and stuff. Thrown right back in their faces, literally.
Yeah.
We should put them on the penny, and then a year later discontinue the penny. Right at that particular point in time. Oh, this costs way too much money to mint. Let's just discontinue the penny.
I had the classic. I had one girl say to me, "Fuck the pain away," and I was like, "Nah, it's a bit too much for me."
And he got up and asked her to leave. Nope, don't put your clothes on here. Nope. Just get there alive.
I was like, that's a little bit weird, you know, like, this is kind of fun time for me. I'm not really into just inflicting pain on somebody else.
I think the only time I'd get up and walk away is if a girl just whispered in my ear, "Shit on my chest." I'd be like, "Whoa, hey, I'm done here. We're done here."
Well, maybe after I'm done, I wouldn't mind, but it'd be hard to continue.
Could you imagine cleaning that up, though?
I'm not cleaning it up.
Clean that up. Like, do you just take a toilet paper roll and throw it at her? Here, bitch, clean this up.
Whatever she needs, man. I'm accommodating. I think you guys just...
Frito's a considerate lover, I can testify to that.
I am. Whatever you need.
The sun never sets on the British Empire.
Or the British ego. The police are actively hunting black men, like the dangerous game. We're going to go into the hood and stack up as many skulls as possible. That's not what's happening at all. It's a much more nuanced situation, and we have to be honest about that dialogue, not tell your kids who should be learning about Sunday morning cartoons and other fun stuff, instead tackling issues that adults can't handle. You're giving it to children.
When you said Bill Cosby approach, I thought you meant like spiking drinks of females, not, this nuance, pull up your pants, kid type of shit.
Right. See, they teach their children from a young age, these are the pills you drop in the girl's drink, and then you can do anything you want. Sort of the next American accomplishment, but they're filming a reality TV show. So it's more like sending the Jersey Shore to space.
Well, to be fair,
Snooki in space, it should be called.
The Real World 25 on Mars. Let's go.
Or maybe it's like Survivor, where getting voted off the planet would be a much bigger deal.
I hope it's like Battle Royale.
Well, instead of Pedo Island, it would be Pedo Planet, okay?
Pedo Planet. Mars is the planet we send all the pedos to.
Yes.
Jesus.
I've been thinking about T-shirt ideas for some reason because...
Pedo Island is not a good T-shirt idea.
No, it's an excellent T-shirt idea.
I survived Pedo Island. Imagine the ones that you'll get.
I survived. What sizes does that come in? Like
little kitty boy shorts, the kind that are usually Batman or Spider-Man, and have "I survived Pedo Island" on the butt. I would never say a guest would be capable of ruining the show, but you're getting close to it. My dear friend, you're getting close to it. No, I'm just playing. Just kidding.